Hi there, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel and another plan with me here in the Erin Condren Life Planner for this upcoming week. This is technically the first full official week of fall and we're gonna hit October 1st. Can you believe it? No, I can't. I certainly can't. I was going through my kits and I realized I have a lot of dark fall kits and Halloween inspired kits and I'm certainly excited to use it, but I have this one that I just could not hold off until next year to use, and I thought it was still appropriate. I'm feeling the heat in the air still, and I think it's a good transition kit, so this is what I'm going to be using this week. It is by the shop called Paper Candy Art, and isn't it adorable? Oh my gosh, this girl is just what got me. And then these colors all together, I don't know, something about it is just like giving me life. So I'm really excited to use this. Plus, look at all the glitter. It's exciting. I'm excited. So I think it's still a kit that I could get away with now because probably from here on out it'll be a lot more on the darker, more fall theme. So as you know me, if you do know me, if not, hello, welcome. I'm gonna put down the washi at the bottom. That's how I like to get the theme started. So let's go ahead and start there. I am totally obsessed with this gorgeous rose pattern with the glitter. Something about it definitely reminds me of fall with the peaches and the like kind of pink, kind of dusty pink in the background. So I like to line mine up. Usually it depends on the week, but this week, like per usual, I'm doing it up against the bottom boxes here. Alright, with the washi down, I'm going to go ahead and move up into this bottom row, and this week I would like to use the decorative full boxes in that area. We have 9 to choose from, so I'm just going to kind of pick and choose, and hopefully they look all nice together. I love them all, so how can they not look nice together? My favorite box is probably this girl in the center, so I want to center her in my planner, and Thursday is the day I think is the center. So let's go ahead and just start there, placing her down. And I just wanted to like mention, throw this out there, I do have a 50% off coupon code for this shop, Paper Candy Art. And I really do love their stickers and their kits. They also have mini size kits and personal size kits. So I mean 50% off is huge. That's the biggest coupon code I've ever come across personally, so that will be listed down below in my description box. Go ahead and take advantage of it. This is pretty. I think this is still appropriate for fall. So I have been doing a lot of projects lately on my own. So I haven't been filming as much as I should, but I've been like really engulfed in my own kind of activities. I got the Mambi recipe book and I've been like working hard. I don't know why I thought it would be a little bit more fun, but it's been more feeling like work than fun to add recipes, transfer recipes over, because I had a mess of a book and a bunch of printed off like recipes off of Pinterest, and now I'm trying to transfer them over. I'm also trying to be very selective in what I put in my recipe book, so that I don't kind of waste the pages in a way. And yeah, I don't know why, but it's been like a chore. But at the same time, I do love it. I also got a Bando planner. Well, it's an agenda, Bando agenda. If you're unfamiliar with it, I would check it out. I love that thing so much, and I'm not using it as a planner. I'm using it as a journal, and I saved up for one of those little zip cameras where you could print off. I'm gonna take this box and put it up here right now while we're at it. I got one of those zip printers that prints off from your cell phone and the paper is like sticky back. So I have been having the best time journaling. I'm not a big journaler, but yeah, just like printing off little pictures of my family or my doggy and journaling about the day by day, and just like enough space to where I don't feel overwhelmed about journaling has been a lot of fun also. At this point, I want to go ahead and put my checklists up at the top row. They're all the same color, so this is going to be a no-brainer. I'm just going to put them down. Okay, with my full boxes down, I need to start thinking about my headers. I was thinking about bringing out my glitter headers because that's what I love to do, but this kit already has a lot of great glitter and I couldn't actually match up what I had to the colors in this kit too perfectly, so I decided we'll just stick with the kit. I am going to not put a header down for this bottom row and instead use a meal per day. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing that down. Now, as I was mentioning, I am working on my recipe book, and those of you who know me know I am a stay-at-home mom, so I do meal planning. Once I get my recipe book all together, is anybody interested in a look at my recipe book or a meal planning, how I do meal planning, I guess, video? If so, I guess let me know. I could definitely do that. This paper is so easy to work with. I really love it. I also think that I'm gonna put my weekend banner right in these two boxes here. I want to save room in my middle section, which is where I like to kind of do my pre-planning. So I'm going to go ahead and take the weekend banner, and I kind of figured I was going to do that, so I picked some kind of more solid patterns for it to go down here. If I need any additional room, I will move down here and use labels and half boxes and whatever's left from the kit to add like little information. So, but usually I don't like covering up, like, you know, the pretty little designs and whatnot. So all I need to do is put a header up above the checklist, so I will use the ones provided in the kit and we'll do to do there. And then below the checklist, I'll do the today header. I did pull out some glittered flags for the corner since we have purple from September and the orange from October, and I think I will try to match here with these, and I think this is the closest, so I'll put those in the corner so that they match. And once I have that all down, I'll just pop back in with you guys. Alright, headers are down, so let's go ahead and move on to my sidebar. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the extra headers that are provided, and we have this one that says this week, and I just kind of like to use that for any random tracking. So I'm going to go ahead and use the daily tracker for the this week section. The next section I'm going to do is to buy, and I'm going to use my leftover checklist just to track my spending for the week. But to be honest, I'm supposed to be on a no spend, so I'm wanting this to be as blank as possible, but you know, I'll be honest, things happen. Especially like, you know, $2 Tuesdays, and if you follow shops on Instagram, you know when you see something, you can't help yourself sometimes, so that's where I'm going to track it. But I only have 5 hearts, so I can't use more than that. I have a don't forget. I'm just going to use one of the daily habit trackers to go underneath that header. And I think I want to pull in some more pink. Why not? I might not be using pink for a while, I feel, once we get deeper into the month of October. I was actually thinking of holding on to this kit until November because the Erin Condren color chosen for November is very similar to this blue, but I thought it'd be harder to kind of backtrack to these bright colors in November after doing so much maybe dark shades in October with Halloween. So I don't know, I like this kit now. I'm just trying to use some of this washi strip to cover up the leftover writing lines. And I'm all done with my sidebar. The only thing I need to do next actually is go ahead and put the date covers on, which I did go ahead and write on them ahead of time just so I didn't have to do it on my planner against the coil, because that's annoying. I don't like it. So anyways, I'm going to place those down. We just recently went to the fair, which was a lot of fun. I always love going to the fair, but it didn't last long. It was like, we were there about an hour and a half, so we didn't get, oh my gosh, I didn't wait. See, I just wrote these, and I guess I didn't wait long enough. I smeared the ink. I'm using a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen, which is one of my favorite pens to use because they're very smooth, and it does work well on glossy, but as you just saw, I smeared it, so I didn't wait long enough for this ink to dry. You gotta give it some time. Should I even dare to pick up the next one? I'll just try not to put my finger in the little circle where I wrote. Bummer, I don't like the way that looks, and I have like kind of no way to cover that up. Oh well. Planner struggles. Moving on. As I was saying though, we went to the fair. We were there for about an hour and a half, and then it started raining, and then they got on the intercom and actually said that they were shutting down the fair because it was a really bad lightning storm. And we were like, yeah, right. We were all bummed. They shut down the rides and stuff, but then as we were leaving, we were trying to drive home, and this is like, you know, deep into the city, so we had to drive back. We live on an outer edge of the city. We noticed it actually was the craziest lightning storm I've ever seen. We actually saw a tree in a park get struck and it lit on fire. It was nuts. So, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to go back and try to do the fair again before it's gone. Cause yeah, I was like really looking forward to it. That's when I feel, you know, fall really starts. There's like all the cute pumpkin decorations, and I don't know. Maybe we'll try again this weekend. I want to go back. Cross my fingers we don't have a lightning storm next time. So anyways, I got all the date covers on. I didn't smear any of the other dates. Thank heavens, just that one. Oh, which I don't like. I was just thinking I want to add in this adorable girl into my box up here, because it's like the perfect space for her, and she's kind of like, I don't know, the shining star of this kit. I feel I love her so much. She's adorable. We'll put her in. Maybe I'll give her a few florals. Yeah, I don't think we have that much time to play around with pretty florals much longer. Let's do a blue one. Well, there's already kind of some floral in there too. Just go like this. Okay, good enough. I'm ready to pre-plan. I'm gonna go day by day, so I'm just zooming in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna start here on Monday. Now, I never feel I actually have the most exciting plans in the world, but these are my plans, and my planner gets filled by the end of the week. So I'm going to start with what I do every Monday, and that is just clean my house. I need to catch up because we take it really easy on the weekend and just have some fun family time, go out, do things. So I need to catch up on the laundry. That's the biggest thing. So I'm going to take some really cute Terras in the brown hair by PumpkinPaperCo, and this one here that's holding a pair of pants is perfect. So I'm going to grab her and put her into my full box or half box. If I could get her off there. Here we go. Super cute. That is honestly the majority of my day is getting my house together, so I'm just gonna leave the rest blank for anything that pops up on Monday. We'll move on to Tuesday. I'm gonna take a label and remind myself that I need to go pick up a refill of a prescription. So I'm going to use these RX medicine bottles by PlannerBellePress. I think I'll have the majority of that day open, so I think I will definitely be doing some filming. So I want to take this laptop from the kit. Look how many awesome icons you get. I really love it. So we'll put this in. And then I'm going to just take some script from the shop, PandabirdDesign, and I like to use the one that says film, although I do usually do the filming, editing, and scheduling of the uploads all on the same day, but that works for me. Moving on to Wednesday, I'm going to take another label from the kit, bring it down just a little bit, and I'm going to use this for some me time. And as I was mentioning earlier, I've been doing a lot of kind of crafting with my recipe book and my bando agenda. So I'm going to take this girl here who's got some scissors in her hand. She looks like she's ready to craft. And I am going to try to finish up on those books. I'll put that Terra in there. On Wednesday evenings, my son has soccer practice, and I use these really cute soccer labels by KPLPlans to write in his soccer practice at 5 p.m. I think I did that crooked, darn it. Let me just adjust it slightly. And I think that's it, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the second half of the week. On Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment for myself. I have been having migraines like crazy, so I made this appointment, and just in case, is that crooked again? Is my header crooked? Why does that look so crooked? Anyways, I was saying that I've been getting these headaches lately, like a lot of migraines. I've always kind of been prone to headaches, but if they kind of go away, I'll cancel this appointment. It was just to kind of check up to make sure everything with me is normal, because I don't know why, but I've been having headaches like every single day. So I'm going to take this little girl here. She looks like she's exhausted, and that's how I've been feeling. I don't know if it's the change of weather, if it is allergies or not. So that's why if they go away, as I go through spells of them, then I'll cancel my appointment, but I have made one, so there we go. There's my reminder. On Thursdays, I like to post my midweek spread of the first half of my planner. Most people do it on Wednesday, but I like to actually wait till Thursday, so it's all completely filled out with all info even for the evening. So I have by Let's Plan It, half week spread and full week spread. And I think, I don't know, what color should I use? There's a little bit of this tealish green looks like it kind of matches, so I want to remind myself to post onto my Instagram, which if you would like to follow me, I have that right below my video. It's the same as my channel name, MrsMomNextDoor. Also this Thursday, there is kind of an open house for the book fair at my son's school, so I'm going to put a label down, and I hope this will fit. By GottaHaveAPlan, I have some like school events, and there's one here that says book fair. I hope that's not too large. I don't think so, and in fact, maybe I'll put it on the other side and write the time. Time for it is 5 to 7 p.m. Just squeeze it in there. That works for me. Friday is my favorite day of the week. My husband gets to come home a little bit early, so I'm going to take a little TGIF banner by TheSweetStickerShop just to make it cute and fun. And then I'm also going to grab a little label to write down where we go, because we usually start our weekend and do something on a Friday night. I'm only down to 2 more labels from this kit. So let's just I'll take the pink one since I have an orange one kind of like right across. And I always like to make my Friday label special with a CleverGalCrafts heart. So I'm gonna take out one of these guys. Let's do, I feel like yellow is okay. I know there is some yellow in some of the florals in this kit, so just to make Friday exciting and fun. Start of the weekend. It's also about 3 weeks away from my son's birthday party, and we rented a birthday room at a trampoline park, like an indoor, trampoline place. It's looks like a lot of fun. We've been there before at a different birthday party, and I want him to bring his invitations to his class. So I just want to remind myself, I also have to make them. And he's going to do Pokemon theme, and I'm making them myself. So that's also something I'm going to probably need to do on my crafty day. Just trying to pick a color here. I don't know. I don't think it really matters that much. Just pick one, Jessica. Let's grab this nice kind of teal, which that's actually my son's name. Funny long story behind that. Okay, so we're done with Friday. Moving on to the weekend. So I love to add marquees on my Saturdays, even if we're not going to the movies. I've mentioned this many times, but I just like to use them as decorative elements for wherever we go, because we usually like to have family time, go somewhere fun, and wherever we decide to go, I like to write it in the marquee. So there we go for whatever we do on the weekend. Saturday's our fun day. Also, my son does have a soccer game. So let's go ahead and put another label down for that. It's at 10 a.m. And then on Sunday, I pretty much just focus on social media for my pre-planning because it's more of our relaxed day in the house. I'm going to put this half box down. I think I want to use some of the really cute little decorative icons that came with the kit too. On this really cute deco page, we have 2 planners. And I think I'll just grab this one here because my next Erin Condren Plan With Me goes live on Sundays. So we'll put the planner down, and then I also like to post to my Facebook and my Instagram. I knew there was, yes, a really cute camera, so might as well use it to kind of represent Instagram. Let's put this down in there as well. I do have these really cute stickers by the Reset Girl. I have not used them yet, but I thought it may be cool to add them in, so I'll already have it set up for me. Like the, let's use orange, I guess. The Instagram, the Facebook post, and then answering YouTube comments as they come in. So I'm just going to kind of stick these in my half box. I might need to kind of go down a little bit, like maybe like this. Hopefully it doesn't look too silly. I've never done this before. But I also wanted to try these stickers. And then I could just easily check them off as I complete each post. That works for me. That's kind of cute. So as of now, I actually have everything pre-planned. I'm going to open the planner back up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is quickly write in the little bit of info that I do know for like the pre-planning part. I am going to go ahead and use my Papermate Inkjoy gel pen in the 0.7. Wish me luck that I don't smear it. Okay, and just for fun, I'm gonna plop down a couple more florals down here where I have a little space underneath my habit tracker. And I think that will finish up my spread for the week. I really love the colors and of course the glitter. I hope you enjoyed planning with me. If you did, don't be shy. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit it so I can see you again next time. And until then, I hope you have a beautiful day and happy planning, friends. Bye-bye.